Hey guys, it's Twins of Destruction here. We have really huge news. We are both really excited for this. This was an amazing day once we figured out that Ubisoft had posted on their Twitter showing this picture that I just put on the screen right now with the caption, "Oppression has to end. New Assassin's Creed world premiere May 12th, 9 a.m. PST." And whatever part of the world you're on determines whatever time they show it, but you can look that up depending on where you come from in the world. But I don't know about you, but I am so hyped for this, and I can't wait to see the premiere. If you notice closely on this picture, you can notice many new features to the forearms and hands of our new assassin. First thing that caught my eye was the eagle-headed cane sword, what looks to be, in his right hand, and the brass knuckles that are on his fingers. In his left hand, he has his hidden blade out with what looks to be a decorative glove, which is kind of different in the Assassin's Creed series. I don't think we've seen one of those since Assassin's Creed 2. Speaking of Assassin's Creed 2, he actually has a gun on his arm for the first time since Assassin's Creed 2, but this time it's on top of the arm instead of below the arm. It looks like a gun, by the way. The barrel's shaped. It has a chamber that would be pulled back by the ring on the end of it, so the shell or bullet or whatever could come out. It also really resembles Ezio's gun in Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood. As you can see here, I zoomed in on the handle of the cane just below where his hand is. And right here, he has an assassin insignia engraved into the cane. Almost much like Arno's assassin insignia engraved in his captain sword. The tweet we mentioned earlier had directed everyone towards the Assassin's Creed website. So I took the liberty to following that link and ended up coming up. They rerouted the main home screen, which has a link to the original website, but it's like they made a new home screen. Kind of what they did for Unity. They put the assassins in the background, but this is just like its own individual page, and it has this video that we're about to play, and it seems to be almost like a bar or tavern. Yeah, because you can hear a lot of people, and there's the brass knuckles on the table and carvings in the table, which we will decipher, and maybe a little bit of meanings into them. So take a look. Yeah, here's the video. Alright, so on this picture, the first thing I noticed above the brass knuckles was the carving of an eagle with the writing Rooks next to it. We did a little research, and Rookies, I believe they were called, were the slums of Victorian London in 1891, I believe. Late 1800s. Yeah, late 1800s. So that could have something to do with the slums, or it just could be something completely new all in general. The next thing we noticed whenever we were able to crop the video, that I got a better look at the words that are around the brass knuckles, including the ones that are right above the eagle and to the left. And it says, if you can read that, it says, "We forge the chains we wear in life." When I looked that up, that was a quote from the famous British author Charles Dickens, who was around in the early 1800s and was very influential in British literature. And the quote was from one of his most famous books, A Christmas Carol. It was from the character, Jacob Marley, who was Ebenezer Scrooge's business partner, who had died and became one of the ghosts. And he said, "I wear the chains I forged in life, because that means every time he did something bad, like screwed someone over in business, etc., a new link on the chain was forged, and because the chain is so long, that means he did so many things bad. So this could mean basically karma, like you do something bad, and then you keep forging your own chain, which is going to hold you down
In the afterlife,
or just
in general.
yeah, like just like you
Bad things will come to you if you do things bad.
you being a bad person, things won't go right for you. So
Ring.
this could have been carved on
Go.
the table, pointed at someone, or just a saying in general. Obviously, no one knows right now, but look out for Charles Dickens references in whichever Assassin's Creed this is called next. The next, in the bottom left-hand corner, there is another carving that says "God Save the Queen." "God Save the Queen" is also the British national anthem, if I remember or just know that's called, but don't quote me on that. But it's obviously a very popular saying throughout history. It's "God Save the King," "God Save the Queen." That could be sarcasm, that could be an insult, that could be true, like this person really wants God to save the Queen. Maybe something bad's coming her way. I don't really know a lot
Go.
about Victoria London. Maybe she was threatened. Maybe there's riots. I know there was a lot of civil unrest, but I don't really know why. But it could have been because of her. I know she had a really long reign. She must have made a lot of enemies, especially after claiming herself Empress of India. But that could mean a whole slew of things. On the brass knuckles, on the handle, there is writing that you probably can't see, but I will tell you that it means, or excuse me, says strength through loyalty. And also in the center of the brass knuckles, between the two middle fingers,
Go.
is an assassin insignia. So obviously this is an assassin weapon, and strength through loyalty is an assassin saying. It just sounds like one, loyalty and strength. So this was obviously left here by an assassin, maybe even the main character that was in that picture. But this could mean that brass knuckles could be a new weapon in the game, or obviously they are a new weapon. Maybe you get new upgraded ones, different powers, maybe like poison on the end of them, knives on the end of them, just a whole bunch of different things you can upgrade with them.
But under further investigation, I have figured out that either the main use of brass knuckles or the invention of brass knuckles, I'm not too sure which one of those it really is.
Go.
But either way,
They became popular, really,
In-
really popular.
the American Civil War,
1860.
1861 to 1865. Now, this game we contemplated before could take place anywhere between 1831,
37
whatever,
to
to
1901.
1901. So that was years, like decades, we could have thunk about.
But because the brass knuckles are here, they were also made popular during the Civil War. That narrows it down by
To-
a half, more than a half.
So pretty much 1861 to
To
1901.
it could
That's
be-
30 years.
any time in between.
So we're thinking it's going to take
Right.
place during the American
Go.
Civil War, or just right after the American Civil War, in Victorian London. And if you take notice that the character wearing the brass knuckles in the picture holding the cane has silver brass knuckles as to these ones, which are gold. So they might be two separate assassins holding different brass knuckles, like these might belong to another one, or I don't know, I couldn't tell you.
Or it's back to what I said, how you can get different kinds of brass knuckles.
So you'll probably see many kinds throughout the game.
Along with this picture, Ubisoft has also released a video going along with it that shows the hands moving
Go.
around, and they're in a storm and lightning's flashing, and it's near the end of the video the hidden blade shoots out. But in foreign countries, people who saved the video had noticed that the video was named Jacob's Hands, wasn't it?
Jacob's hands, something like that.
Yeah, Jacob's Hands. Just like how when I saved the video of what seemed to be people talking in a tavern, that was called Knuckles. So it actually has a name.
They have names for all their videos, and I guess in foreign countries, they named it Jacob's Hands.
And just saying, Knuckles were what they used to call brass knuckles back then.
They didn't call them brass; they just called them Knuckles.
Oh no, they called them many things, but Knuckles was one of the names.
So they could be going these videos by people's names. So that means
There could be Knuckles, there could be Jacob.
they could be called Knuckles instead of brass knuckles. His name could be Jacob instead of the old rumored Samuel Fay, which was 2 years ago now. 1 year ago? 1 year ago, excuse me. But that could be just a fluke.
So if that European website or video is true about the name of the video being file name of the video being named Jacob,
then that's our assassin's name.
Oh, I guess you can say that, but not officially. I guess we'll figure it out in a couple days whenever they release
The trailer,
first reveal trailer.
which is going to be very hyped, by the way.
Oh, yes, it is going to be very,
I
very
can't
hype.
wait for that.
Well, we are signing off.
Ring.
We will catch you guys
Go.
in our next video, which will probably be on Tuesday of next week.
It would be the analysis.
So that will be on the 12th or the 13th. Catch you guys later.
You do that, it saves the thing. So they keep adding up. I said 3 times. Hit delete. Okay, guys. This is a note, just a little note at the end of the video. I know we've been out for a very long time, but we've been stuck up with school and track and rugby, which we've been doing for the past month or two. But those are winding down as the summer starts and spring ends. So they will be over very shortly, and we will have a lot more free time to post videos and hopefully do some gameplay in the future.
Football is starting soon too.
Football camps. So we'll try to work around those, but because of the summer, we'll have a lot more free time in the mornings and evenings. So if those are in the afternoon, we can just work around that way rather than having school all day and then going home. So just wanted to let you guys know that we haven't completely abandoned you. We are just trying to work around school and sports while still wanting to do YouTube because it's really fun to keep you guys updated. So, yeah, signing off.
One last thing. Last time. Thank you guys for sticking with us for not posting videos in a while too. I noticed we actually gained subscribers when not posting a lot of videos. So thank you.